Hello and welcome to the first video on Smart Connector by Schneider Electric. In this video we will be going over what Smart Connector is and several terms that will be used in later discussions on Smart Connector. Smart Connector is a configurable and extensible framework for connecting Schneider Electric EcoStruxure software to other software. The first background term that needs to be understood when talking about Smart Connector is what is meant when extensions are mentioned. Extensions are any DLL file that contains code which can run in Smart Connector. Extensions can contain processors, EWS server hosts, REST providers, or any combination of those things. Basically, extensions are everything that is written using the framework provided by Smart Connector. Processors are the parts of the extension that get run by Smart Connector. Processors can vary in complexity, and for difficult tasks, several processors could be required to complete the task. Processors have configurations that contain all the information the processor needs to run. Processor configurations contain items such as usernames, passwords, and API keys required to make the processor work. For communicating with Schneider Electric software, the integrated EWS server support is used. Smart Connector EWS server can serve data to any other EWS client. Multiple independent EWS servers can be created with data isolated from each other. Custom EWS servers can be used to create two-way communications between EWS servers and third-party software. As an alternative to having to write an EWS client for a third-party software package, Smart Connector also supports a built-in REST endpoint. REST support can be configured to serve data from either native Smart Connector EWS server, one based on the EWS SOAP protocol, or one based on the EcoStruxure Building Operation Native CSP protocol. Endpoint configurations are to REST endpoints what processor configurations are to processors. They contain all the information to instantiate a class at runtime, hydrate all properties of that class, and validate that everything is correct before finally provisioning the REST endpoint. Smart Connector can set up REST endpoints with custom code to interface with any REST implementation. Again, endpoint configurations are important to set up the REST endpoint, especially in this case. Included with Smart Connector is the Smart Connector portal. The Smart Connector portal is the integrated web user interface installed with Smart Connector. The portal is used to access the configuration of processors, endpoints, and EWS servers along with the monitoring and controlling of all aspects of Smart Connector. Finally, licensing needs to be discussed. The Smart Connector framework requires a license, and in most cases the Smart Connector extension will also have a license. With this model, the developer of the Smart Connector extension can protect their intellectual property. Commercial and developer licenses can be obtained from www.smartconnectorserver.com. Beyond that, the custom processors that you write can be licensed and distributed through the same website. Here, for your convenience, is a summary of all the terms discussed in this video.